All right. So sorry, we in dark vision mode, but um it ain't even 8 o'clock yet, but it's dark. But let's talk about I think Mark Stein put out there that the Pistons are not expected to give Jaden Ivey an extension or Jalen Duren. That's been a hot topic for a minute. Uh Jaden Ivey, and I put it on the screen. He said that his camp is excited to get to free agency this summer. He said they're excited to get to free agency. And they like their chances in free agency. Came out that he had another knee procedure. And it's like, all right, but they're still optimistic about him getting the free. So it just seemed like they got 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in the door. I did a video eventually that y'all will see at some point. Oh, man, come on, brother. Y'all will see at some point about the Toronto. Oh my God, come on, man. The fuck is you doing, dude? Oh, these people can't drive, bro. But about Toronto and how Toronto paid a whole bunch of people, and it was from Aaron Callister stress at Piston Power. They paid a bunch of people, and pretty much they're gonna regret it. And it seems like Terajan Langdon isn't going to overpay. All right, he's not going to overpay Duren and Ivey, and like I said, Ivey got 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. Even with this knee surgery, they, according to reports, and this according to Mark Stein, they like their chances on the open market next summer. Right now, I heard that his value is sitting at around $10 million. So, I mean, he gone. He gone. They tried to make it work. And the thing about Jaden Ivey, people say, well, he's not the same player he was at Purdue. The problem is this ball protection. I mean, he goes to the rim and he gets stripped. Or he doesn't finish the layup. Like, maybe it's just not meant to be in Detroit. He's my favorite Piston, but he goes some rails. But I'm just fearing that it ain't gonna work out for him. But you look at Jalen Duren, and when I heard their name was tied to Miles Turner, it let me know everything I need to know. They don't want Duren. Terajan Langdon is going to really put his imprint on this team. I don't really consider the kid from Tennessee or drafting Ron Hollins his imprint. You're about to see him really imprint on this team. He's really about to make an imprint. I knew Jalen Duren was gone when they started talking about Miles Turner, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Miles Turner can shoot. They want a big fella that can shoot. I'm not a fan of that. Just my opinion. It takes away from the big fella being further away from the basket. But I've seen a highlight of Jalen Duren posting up and working on his post move. So he's been working with Sheed. And if he can do that, that's more important than anything. Dwight Howard didn't have to shoot threes. He was one of the most important players in Orlando Magic franchise history. So I just hate the idea that they just, you got to shoot. You don't have to. These guys are just so fundamentally trash that I don't get it. If you do what you need to do with your back to the basket, you ain't got to float out to the 3-point line. It's just a bonus, But he gonna go out there and find a big fella that can shoot. That's it. I'll tell you that right now. He's gonna go out there and find a center that can shoot the basketball. That's what he wants. And that's what he gonna get. So you was hearing some rumors about Vujovic from Chicago. So I mean that's what they want to favor. I'm not mad at it. It's just that it's to me it's stupid. They should be developing these big fellas to play with their back to the basket. But yeah, neither one of them is gonna be back. So, Duren, I think even if they come back out, if they come out the gates blazing, I think that's gonna get their trade value up, and he gonna flip them. At some point, it's human nature when you take over something that you want to imprint it. And I know he got the coach, he got the kid from Tennessee. A lot of people like. He drafted Ron Hollins, and I get it. I get it more than most. but still, they really want to put an imprint on it. He really wants to put an imprint on this team. I say that right now. He really wants to imprint this team. So it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't. And, you know, they don't want Duren. Young guy. If I had to make a prediction, he probably going to end up in, somehow, some way, he going to end up in LA. DeAndre Ayton is going to be the fall guy. It's going to be him and Luka at some point. Bare minimum, I mean, at the furthest, 2026 going into 2027. You know what I do hate? And I just hate to sound like a car, you know, critiquer. I'm not the greatest driver in the world, but people that drive with their high beams on, like, I fucking hate that. I was having a conversation with somebody. Well, how else am I supposed to see? How about you clean your fucking lens? How about you check your bulb? You're not supposed to ride with your high beams on. Your high beams are for like fog or when it's very, very difficult to see outside. Rolling through the regular fucking city with your high beams on, that's not what you're supposed to do. She was like, really? I'm like, yeah. There's so many people who don't know the basic laws of the road. But then again, most people are probably, you know, probably illiterate. Yeah, that's crazy, man. People don't know that. If you can't see with your regular lights on, unless you're in a situation where it's foggy or it's really, really like whatever, storming and stuff, that's when you use them. But you need to clean your lenses out. It was a guy that used to stand on 96, I don't think West Grand Boulevard, used to clean people headlight lenses. Clean your lenses. That's usually the culprit. The container that your headlights sit in. That's what I be looking at people, dog. I just like, y'all like, you know, oh, pedestrians have the right of way? Fuck yeah. I be looking at people like, man, they giving people license out the Cracker Jack box. They gotta be, but hey, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. But I appreciate y'all for listening to the kid. Hit the link in the description, the link tree, and take it to everywhere I'm producing content, or you want to donate, I don't care. Appreciate y'all. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. I mean, got Lions, Pistons, Michigan. You know, I didn't see the Michigan versus Washington game today. I didn't get to see that one, buddies. But heard they got the win. Shout out to Dante Moore out there in Oregon. He went to King. They putting Beats by Dre right now in Rutgers. I know they came up short. Indiana's pretty good this year. So, but other than that, man, I appreciate y'all. Peace.